Good afternoon. This is Daniel Simon, of course, at Baton Rouge Community College. I want to, of course, welcome you to History 2023, which, of course, is the second half of American history. Of course, I'm Professor Simon at BRCC. We're going to, of course, be talking about mostly going over our syllabus today and, of course, the use of the Canvas. Hopefully you've already seen some of my announcements. I know I had like a little welcome to 2023 class. I think you saw it already. I gave you a few weeks ago for you to look at. But anyway, if anybody, of course, is watching live right now, I think most students are going to watch this video recorded, of course, later. Here, of course, is the link. If you want to join me, of course, in Streamyard.com. As I do the live stream, because I live stream my lectures during the semester straight to my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Of course, I'll show you later that I've got. If anybody has any questions about this video or any of my lectures later, you can of course comment during the live stream, or also you can also comment, of course, through my YouTube channel. You can also email me. My email address is simond@mybrcc.edu. So hope you're having a great spring semester so far. I know this is a 12 weeks class, of course, that you have signed up for the semester. It's going to go pretty quick. I think we're going to meet, I'm planning to meet at least twice a week. I might even have some recorded lectures here and there if I need to also as well. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to go over the syllabus today, and of course the use of Canvas, which of course I use Canvas a lot for the course, along of course with my YouTube channel, of course, where I put my lectures. So anyway, I do have some stuff already put up already, of course. Here is the information, of course. Welcome. You've already seen a bunch of the announcements I've already got posted already. I've got I think must have like 5 or 6 announcements that I've got already posted right now for you to check out. So I do have the Welcome History 2023, the main one, of course, you've probably already seen already about that one. That one talks about the syllabus, and it also goes into some of the other assignments that you can find, modules, the different things that are in modules right now that you have. It also talks about the research paper. That's something you're going to have to do for the semester. I'll talk about later. I think it's on page 3 of the course syllabus. If anybody knows what their topic is for their research paper, you can go ahead and start emailing me that during the semester right now. Also, if anybody's interested in the oral history project that I do with my courses, it's for extra credit, 200 points. It's voluntary. You don't have to do it, but if you'd like a lot of points for it, you can do that extra credit project. So let me know if you're interested in that also as well. You'll notice I do have a YouTube channel, of course. I teach my classes pretty much that way. All of my classes are pretty much taught that way online, unless I have a face-to-face class. And you can see that little preview video I've got on the bottom. Hopefully you've probably already watched that already. Give me some basic information, of course, about the class. So hopefully you've already been to my YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to it, you can to keep up with whatever kind of new videos I put up on it all the time. Of course, you can do that. So anyway, I've got some other announcements that I have as well that I can give you and look at real quick. There's a bunch of them that you've probably already seen already at this point. Of course, there's the use of Streamyard. As you know, I'm streaming my lectures pretty much during the semester. Hey, Javon, come on in. If you want to join me in Streamyard, of course, I usually have a link to that for you to, of course, join that, of course, link for it. So right there. So some of you should be, you can interact for YouTube. Yes, you can. I think Javon was asking a question about that. You can just send me whatever kind of question or comment you want. You got a question about something when I'm lecturing, you can just send me a question and it could answer it real easily for you with that. Because most students are going to watch this recorded, lectures anyway. So, but you can also come into Streamyard if you want to watch it from that point also as well. So so check that out. You do get bonus points for participating with the live lectures. So like if you're watching it, so let me know if you're watching, the lecture, live YouTube. Pretty much I can see you in Streamyard if you're there, but you don't get any points per day, just for lectures, of course, later for that. Also, if you're watching it recorded, you can also comment on the lecture or ask me questions about the lecture, and you'll also get bonus points for that too. That's through my YouTube channel, of course, through whatever lecture it is, basically on there. So so check that out. Of course, that announcement right there. Let's see what else. Also, don't forget there's a pre-test. If you want bonus points, of course, I've got the pre-test you need to take, of course, which is due by Friday this week, February 12th. That will count for attendance for week 1. So make sure you go to this link here. It's also in quizzes. And, of course, take that. And pretty much already, I think, graded most of them already. So it might have a 0 when you first complete it, but I'll add the points in later after I look at it. So look at that. Let's see what else. There should be like a announcement about the different YouTube channel playlists for my class. So this one right here, this link here is the playlist, of course, for History 2023. So that includes like all lectures during the semester, and also the syllabus review day from today about the syllabus and Canvas and all that. And that's my direct link to my YouTube channel, which I'll go ahead and go to right now and take a look at. Well, let me bring it up for you real quick so you can take a look at it. Hold on here. I'll show it to you real quick. There it is right here. Anyway, so yeah, there's my YouTube channel, of course, which is right there. Yeah, you might just want to, if you want to go through and look at it, you can. Should see like, well, the playlists are basically, you have to find the playlists, which are, you go to like right here, there's different playlists in there, of course, which I think the one for y'all looks like it's going to be right here. So the playlist right there. So yeah, I do got a lot of videos on there. I know that I've got, because I've been doing this since last year, roughly. So anyway, so it's kind of giving you a tour of that, but you have to just kind of go through yourself and kind of look at that, and tour it, I guess, or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I think that's the bulk of the announcements. There should have been also another announcement that I had that was also on today's like review of the syllabus and also the Canvas. So that was, I think that's already up right now as a whole. And let me see what it was. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I had in there to show you as well, announcement-wise. Let's see. I think that was everything. Oh, yeah, except for this. There's one more thing I need to show you, too, also, before I move on to talk about the syllabus and all that. But, yeah, there should be information about Lecture 1 coming up, which is Thursday, February 11th. I'm going to be, of course, doing it at 1 p.m. It's the time I'll be streaming the lecture. And I'm going to be talking about the Reconstruction era after the American Civil War. So I'll kind of go into and talk about what the opposing ideas they had of Reconstruction of the South after the Civil War ended. I'll talk about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. I'll get into also the radical Reconstruction or Congressional Reconstruction, how the U.S. Congress got involved, of course, over the vetoes of Andrew Johnson, et cetera. So might be thinking about some of those questions I got, of course, in that announcement, which is right there. So yeah, the lecture's down there. You can see down there, like where it says 9 a.m. Thursday, February 11th, Reconstruction Era, Part 1, of course. So that's the actual main link, of course, to the lecture. There should be also a Streamyard link below it, which I won't show on here, but it's also there as well on the bottom. And I think also the links on there for my YouTube channel and the playlist are also usually put in most lecture announcements. So usually I'll send these out, announcements. Usually it sends it out probably as an email when I post them as an announcement. So anyway, that's basically, I think, the bulk of my announcements that I've got right now as a whole. There should be some other stuff you'll see in there right now that I've got. Like if you go to assignments, you'll see they have the pretest at the top and the historical research paper, of course, the second thing. So check out those two. I know that's the only assignments I've got right now. I don't have that many that at this point. I usually mainly give a lot of quizzes during the semester, like Canvas online quizzes. And then, of course, we'll have also some kind of online exams, at least 3 during the semester that I'll have. So that's the bulk of my grades. I don't really do vocabulary. Sometimes I used to do that, but I just don't do vocabulary type assignments like I used to with this class. Also, you'll notice on the bottom where it says student contract policy page. That's an assignment you need to do too as well. It's worth 5 bonus points. So just go to page 5 of the syllabus. Give me a copy of that or the whole syllabus or whatever. If you want to upload the whole syllabus, whatever you can. And upload that to the speed grader in Canvas. It should be at the top right where it has a submit button. And I'll try to get that by the first couple weeks of the semester overall. But for y'all's research topic, first 2 or 3 weeks, I kind of want an idea of what kind of research topic you're going to do for the project. Okay, I probably limit it to 3 students a topic. I don't think last semester for this class I had anybody that really had more than 3. But just, it could be a biography, like say Martin Luther King Jr., if you want to do that one. I think one person already picked that one already, I know, the topic. You can, do it on like a historical event, a battle, whatever. Try to make sure it's narrowed down, like a narrow topic, and not too broad, like World War II. Try to pick something in World War II, like a battle or something, or maybe a famous person in World War II or something like that. So just kind of give you suggestions on that, on picking your topic, what you want to do. But it's really up to you to decide what you want to do, and I'll just kind of take a look at it, but make sure it does stick to American history more or less. There should be a section for files. Like if you go to Canvas, there's a part in there where it says files, and that's just all the stuff I have posted that's in there. There's some that you might not see yet, like in modules that I'll put up later, but that's also in there as well. Also, if you go to, they have another section, which is the syllabus. The syllabus is actually in multiple places. I've got it here where it says course syllabus, where it says syllabus, but it is in that announcement, that Welcome History 2023 announcement. I think I've also got it posted in modules somewhere at the top as well. So it's in multiple places. Where it has the course syllabus in there, you see right there, it does give you kind of a course summary of various assignments that are due and all that. So those are actually posted, which are there. Some of those will probably be updated later. I just haven't really done that yet. Like the Veterans Project is usually due at the end of the semester, which I think is Saturday, May 1st, if you want to know for later. Let's see what else in there that's kind of important as well. If you go to also, there should be, of course, the only thing I've got in quizzes right now is pretty much, I've got just that pre-test. So we'll have a bunch of quizzes later. I'll have quizzes on lectures. I'll probably have quizzes on some kind of video documentary that I want you to watch, like on American history. So I'll probably have a few of those on the semester. And then, of course, we'll probably have at least 3 exams. in the semester. So that's the bulk of my grades, of course, throughout the semester that we'll have, overall. There should be also a module section also for you to look at as well. Modules. There's a ton of stuff in modules, so check that out quite extensively. You got at the top, you got, of course, for the Welcome to History 2023 section, you got the pre-test, which is right here. I put it here too, also as well. Student contract policy page where you upload that as well, just right here. Here's that little preview video if you want to watch it. If you didn't watch it, whatever. It's kind of like a shorter version of what I'm doing today, basically. I've got links in here, like to my YouTube channel. Here, of course, the link to my the channel playlist for this class, History 2023, also as well. Syllabus is also right here on the bottom of this page, right here. Then modules just goes into like kind of a schedule during the week that we'll have later on. A lot of these will be posted later, like the various lectures. I'll put them in here later. Most of the lectures you'll have to get through like the announcement I give you on Canvas. But yeah, week one, we'll probably have like week one and maybe part two. I'll probably have some kind of quiz on Reconstruction coming up as well. Next week, of course, Monday, Tuesday is Mardi Gras. No, of course, we have a holiday, so no classes Monday and Tuesday. So we only have really one class next week, which is next Thursday, which I think is the looks like the 18th of February. I haven't really scheduled past like week 2, week 3 much because I'm kind of like usually just only schedule about a week or two at a time. So I'll get more information about the other weeks, but you can kind of go through and look at the topics that we're going to have later during the semester overall. And some might be like live streamed or maybe recorded if I need to. There are study guides for the exams. Like those are the main topics I have during the semester that I'll kind of use to review later. And I think this semester I'm going to be probably like reviewing all at once, likely. Like it's a kind of a review day that I've been doing for exams. So for the first exam, we'll have a review day. Second exam, we'll have some kind of review day. And then the final exam, we'll have a kind of a review day. So that's what I'm planning. Also, the academic calendar is also listed here. If you want to look at that, which is in modules and Canvas. That's my office hours during the semester, Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 12:30 p.m. Of course, online. And here's my email address, simond@mybrcc.edu. Also got a phone or text, of course, because I'm not on campus, 225-937-9242. You want to phone or text me. I prefer email. That's my preferred contact. And if we need to meet face-to-face or something like that, we can do that during the semester using some kind of format like Zoom or even Streamyard if you want to meet face-to-face. Also, on the bottom of modules, when you go all the way down the bottom, there's a section on the Veterans Oral History Project. So check that out. If you're interested in this project, let me know. Just email me at simond@mybrcc.edu. This is not a mandatory project. It's just like for bonus points. The idea of this project is to interview someone who's a veteran in like a conflict or during the Cold War era or something like that. And so it could be anybody from like, I don't know, going all the way back to World War II if you can find somebody. I've got one student this semester that's got a, I think I've got a Korean veteran or some type they're interviewing, I've heard. So that should be interesting about that. So I don't have that era. But I think most of my interviews have been pretty much from the Vietnam War era that you'll probably encounter the most. And then the Gulf Wars, Persian Gulf War, Iraq War, pretty much is the main ones. And if you're a veteran yourself, you can also do the interview. I think you'll just have to find somebody to interview you, like a friend or relative, if you want to also do it about yourself. So I do got a link, of course, if you want to go here to look at some of the veterans I've got from last semester. I think on my YouTube channel, I've got some on there right now. It's not all of them, but those are probably the best ones I've gotten so far. And I think it's due, like it said, like early May, like May 1st, like around final exams is when it's usually turned in. Also on the bottom, there's a thing in Canvas about Proctorio. So make sure you check that out. I'm not really using Proctorio myself because I tend to do little things a little different. I prefer, like, quizzes and exams that are more, I guess, open notebook kind of. But usually when I do quiz or exams, I usually lock in the answers pretty much. So if you put an answer in, you can't change it. So that's the only thing about that. So anyway, that's kind of a tour of Canvas right now. You can kind of go back and go through it and all that and take a look at it. Let me go ahead and also take a look at the syllabus that we have this semester. So I'll go ahead and bring that up for you as well for us to take a look at that for the semester. This is, of course, for you to kind of go back and forth and take a look at that during the semester. Like I said, it's located in different locations in Canvas. I think in that Welcome to 2023 announcements, also where it says syllabus on the left, and then also in modules. So you can't miss it, where it is. So take a look at it, this week. If you haven't done already, make sure you turn in, of course, the contract policy page to me in that assignment I gave you in Canvas, which is worth 5 bonus points, of course, for turning it in. So at the top, of course, you've got the contact information. So take a look at that. That's just like that stuff I already kind of talked about already. Like I said, I've got virtual hours, which I don't know if those hours are right. I think I've changed it from last semester, but I think now they're 10:30 to 12:30, I think is what they are now. Pretty much Monday through Friday. I think that was Monday through Thursday I had only, but that's pretty much what they are. I've already gone over the phone number, email address, and all of that, so you already see that already at this point. Course description, of course, it's a survey course, kind of a broad course on American history, covering from Reconstruction up to like the present. So we're going to kind of go up to the Cold War era and I guess the postmodern era that we're in now. I think last semester I pretty much got up to, at least up to Barack Obama. I knew that is what I kind of got up to. I don't know how we'll do this semester, but it's a 12 weeks class, so kind of more compressed. So we'll kind of see how that goes during the semester. It does talk about course goals and learning outcomes. Obviously, we'll be learning a lot of things about trends and developments in American history, a lot of political intrigue, things like that, wars the United States fought in, and things like that, predominantly in the late 19th century and then most of the 20th century as a whole. You'll have to comprehend documents, so like for that research paper, you're going to have at least, I think you've got to have at least one primary source for it. And then the rest have to be like secondary sources for that actual paper. So that's something that you will have to do, during the semester. Now, I don't use a textbook for my class. I'm mostly depending on OER textbooks, which you see right there. And so I do have like 2 common ones I've got for you to look at. If you want to use that to look up historical information or some kind of source you need to look up, you can use it as for a source for your papers because you can do like a research paper. You can also do bonus papers for the semester. I think there's actually been one student that's already turned in the max. You can do up to 3 papers, which I think is for like 20 bonus points each. So that's like 60 if you do all 3. So I think I have one student already turned all 3 of them in for extra credits. So that's good about that. But I think the OpenStax one, I believe, is the better one of the 2 that I've got here. I probably should put those. I might put those in like where the syllabus is, and I'll put it in there later for you. Which is a better link to it than probably in the syllabus. But I'll put it on Canvas later for you. If you want to take a look at those OER textbooks. But I pretty much lecture from my own material. I'm not really an Americanist. I'm actually a European historian, but I pretty much have taught this class a lot, like the American History 202 overall. I don't know how many times I've taught it, maybe 15 times or something like that or more. I'm not sure exactly, but it's kind of similar to my History 1123 class, which I've taught like a ton. It's very similar to it, especially the 20th century. But so yeah, look. You look there with the grades, you can see we're going to have 3 exams during the semester, each one worth 200 points, so 600 points total for the semester. Most of my exams are probably going to be multiple choice matching type questions. Maybe short answer, possibly. I don't know about true false like I used to, but I know mostly multiple choice matching. I don't really do essay since we're online, more or less, so I don't do that. Historical research paper, of course, about American history. You're going to have to do, of course, that, like I talked about, 200 points. Also, various quizzes throughout the semester, 100 points each. Video quizzes are usually at like 50 points, though. I don't have that in there, but I don't usually have those as much. So they're like shorter points. You do get points for attendance, which attendance is taken through assignments you've completed. So if you miss an assignment during, like, say, week 2, you'll be absent for week 2. So it doesn't matter if you saw my lecture or not. It's basically about assignments, because this is not a synchronous class. It's a non-synchronous class. We don't have to meet face to face. I guess synchronous, like students don't have to, because I guess it's a go as you want, I guess, course. You will get attendance points like 150 at the end of the semester based on like how many days you don't have absent. So there is a pretest, like I said, for week 1. So make sure you take that. It's worth 10 bonus points. Like if you don't take that, it's like you're absent the first week. So I think they have to do like the no-show period. So if you don't do any assignments for the first week or 2, you could be counted absent in the class and kicked out the class. So make sure if you want to be in the class that you do, of course, those assignments in week 1 and probably week 2. Bonus assignments, of course, yeah, like I said, I already talked about those. It's listed right there. 10, actually, it says 10, but I doubled them. So it's 20, actually, per assignment. BRCC Veterans Oral History Project. Yeah, of course, that. I just told you about that. Worth 200 bonus points, so check that out. That's in modules, of course. The main information, of course, about it. And if you're, like I said, if you're interested in that, contact me at my email address that I've given you already. Grading scale, 10-point scale, pretty much for the semester. So, if it's 2,000 points, whatever, that means you got to have around 1,800 to make an A. Or obviously to pass the class of the D, you got to have 1,200 points. So anyways, kind of going through that grading scale. Also, bonus assignments, I kind of have a blurb on that right here, kind of threw in there. But the assignments should already be posted in assignments for you to go to and take a look. That's just some information about it, but there's more directions that are listed in the assignment on Canvas. Make sure you don't plagiarize, like stealing of someone else's work. Make sure you cite your sources. Obviously, when you do your research paper or your bonus assignment, you're going to want to cite whatever sources you used, whether it's a primary source written from the time of when the event happened or a secondary source written later, more closer to modern times. Make sure you do that overall. So make sure you cite your sources. Make sure you do your own work. Not, have some student do your work for you. There should be a section on safety, which I don't know if that's going to affect us as much since most of you are online right now. But if you are on campus, make sure you know about the different information I've got listed here, posted. Make sure you look at the student code of conduct, of course, in the student handbook that BRCC has overall. There's a bunch of stuff. You can take a look at that with the safety there. None of this stuff matters as much because online it's not really, that big of a deal. but just take a look at that. If you do go on campus, make sure you have a current student ID, parking tag, and all of that. Also, make sure you understand we do have an academic learning center, which does tutor in certain disciplines. I'm not sure if they have much in history, but I know in other areas like English, math, science, they have various people that tutor in those areas that you can take a look at. Also, contact disability services if you have a disability. Usually with just if you have a disability, they give you maybe extra time, maybe on quizzes or an extra attempt or something like that. I guess I could do. But, I don't know if they're doing doing stuff in the testing center right now. I'm not sure about that. But I'm not really using the testing center or Proctorio. All right. So anyway, don't forget on page 3, they have the main thing you need to look at in my syllabus, which is the historical research paper. So take a look at that. Basically, all my students are going to have to complete at least one research paper for the semester on some kind of historical topic. So you're just going to research whatever historical topic you want to write about in American history. Just make sure it's between a certain period. So it should be from Reconstruction era, like say, I guess the Reconstruction era and the Lincoln assassination. You can go all the way up to the time of President Obama and President Trump. So that's pretty much your where you can stop at pretty much. So if it's something like American Civil War or going back to like George Washington and all that, no, you can't do that period. So it's got to be 1865 to pretty much the present overall. So yeah, do some research, some kind of topic that interests you or something I lecture about maybe. You can pick that topic. Just make sure that there's enough sources for you to, do your paper on. Because there's a minimum length and all that you have to write, of course, for your paper. So you know what topic you want to write on, just email me at simond@mybr60.edu. So your paper is going to have to consist of like 2 different sources, primary source and a secondary source. So primary source could be any kind of historical work, biographies, letters, documents, journals, newspapers, whatever that were written during the event that happened. So like when Lincoln was shot, something that was written at the time, newspaper or article or whatever. And then secondary sources are just works that were written later, like historians and other journals or biographies or whatever that were later written in more modern times, like usually far from the actual event when it happened. You'll need at least one, it says 1 to 2, but you'll need at least one primary source, at least one to look up about something from that period. And then 3 to 5 secondary sources. So it could be historical work, could be encyclopedia, could be a textbook, whatever. The textbook have enough, but that's one you could use also as well. So try to get it from if you can't get one from the internet, a lot of sources are on the internet, like primary sources, you'll find a ton on the internet, or you might have to go to the library, find it, more or less. So check out your local libraries, check out online also as well. You may have to buy a certain book, if it's a certain book you want to read about or whatever. That could be your main book that you use to write part of the paper also as well. Here's more direction from the bottom. Of course, it's got to have a cover page, double spaced, 12 font. Minimum length should be somewhere between 3 and 5 pages. So maybe 4 pages, double spaced. Correct margins. Make sure you include some kind of bibliography at the end, describing all the different sources that you used, of course, for your paper. You can use MLA style. That's fine for your research papers. I did include some links here, how to cite a book or a cover page if you want to look at that. But you can Google a lot of that, like look up MLA style for citing a book or a website. You can just Google that or for a cover page, etc. The research paper, of course, is due at the end of the semester, worth 200 points. But like I said, go ahead and start, sending me information about what topic you want to do for the semester. Also, don't forget there's that page. I guess it's page. What is it? Page 5 or not? I think it's page 4. Maybe is what it actually is. I'm sorry. They have the student contract policy page. You wanted to send me the whole syllabus. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But go ahead, make sure you fill that out. Put your name here, and basically this basically says that you agree to the terms in my syllabus and understand the framework of the semester. So it kind of goes through like attendance policies and all of that, which, like I said, attendance is going to be taken based off of like assignments, quizzes, exams, and things like that, which of course week 1 is for the pre-test, as you know. So make sure you don't miss assignments or you'll be considered absent in the semester. If you need to recover information, of course, most of it's going to be easy to get because, I mean, my lectures are going to be on YouTube. So, I mean, if you miss a lecture, whatever, for week 2, you can, of course, go back and, of course, look at it. Of course, I'll be reminding you like crazy during the semester to do assignments and things like that. So I do send out a lot of emails regularly, usually every day, about assignments. So make sure that you, of course, check those, check your email, and so on. Check Canvas, check announcements regularly, like it's your Facebook page or something like that. Of course, it says about Academic Learning Center, free tutoring and all that. We'll look at that. So attendance taken every week, except excessive absences, of course, may affect your grade in the long run. So if you wish to drop in class, make sure you complete a drop form. So make sure you do that online or whatever to drop the class. There should be some kind of scheduled drop date. I got posted, of course, in the academic calendar right now. So you can see it talks about the attendance points, like attendance participation points for the semester. So yeah, I kind of take off points for like, I guess per week absence or whatever that you've got for not doing an assignment over time. But usually you get 3 weeks that before I start taking points off. So I think most people usually end up with most of the points. It's different from like, say, a face-to-face class. I don't think it's much of a problem like that is. I do makeup exams. Usually during the semester, I usually have a makeup period that I usually have, which is usually around the midterm because I don't give a midterm exam. So you'll probably hear about that during the semester. So yeah, I will give you opportunities to make up, assignments during the semester. There is an addendum I did throw in there, by the way. I just have it in that section right there. But there should be some sections talking about the oral history project. I think I already have that in there, but it's got just more information. I guess I put it right there. I don't know why it's there. I need to probably take that out. But the thing on the bottom, which is right here, check this out, of course. I do have a student exemption for the final exam. Like if you have an A+ going into the final, you don't have to take the final. That's something I do during the semester, but you do still have to complete other assignments. So there's various quizzes you got to turn in, research paper, things like that. You still have to turn it in before you can be exempt, of course, from the final. Also on the back of the syllabus, like I think looks like it's from, I guess it must be like page 5 or 6. It's like 6, I guess. It is 6 to 9. There should be some information about the military absence policies that BRCC has also as well. So if you're in the military, like National Guard, make sure you check those out during the semester. Military absence form. And then they also have the student athlete absence policy during the semester as well. So all that information, of course, is in the syllabus that they have, of course, right now. So that's pretty much all the syllabus information that I've got. So this video and, syllabus on Canvas is there for you to kind of go back and forth and take a look at during the semester. So it'll always be up, of course, and all that. And so if you have any questions about Canvas or the syllabus during the semester, you can, of course, email me or I guess if you want to comment on the video, in YouTube, you can also do that as well. So there should be an academic calendar in there. You can take a look at that as well, which should be in modules. It's got some information there right now, I know, but it's not complete all the way. Like it doesn't have like certain dates for exams and things like that. But I think it does have holidays and all that that we do have, because I told you like our first holiday will be really next week, Monday and Tuesday, for Mardi Gras. So we're off those 2 days. So our class will only have it's kind of weird. Our first 2 weeks, we're only really going to have probably 2 lectures, which is strange. That's kind of the way the schedule is, I guess. But on Thursday's class, I'm going to go deeply into the Reconstruction era in the United States after the Civil War ended. I'll talk about the Lincoln assassination, how that kind of changed a lot of things afterwards, because Andrew Johnson came in and became president instead. And I'll talk about how the radical Republicans in Congress took over Reconstruction. And that's how things really kind of changed from there, of course, with Reconstruction. So I don't know if I'll finish Reconstruction on Thursday. I'll see about it, but I am going to have a later quiz on it that I'll have coming up, which it might not be till next week that I actually have it. Might wait till after Mardi Gras or something like that, more or less. So next time, the students, if you want to watch it live, if you can be here at this time at 1 o'clock, you can. I do get bonus points, of course, for watching the live stream. Don't forget about that. But like I said, send me any comments, questions that you might have about this lecture. Javon, of course, if you're in Streamyard, you can send a chat comment, if you wanted to do that. If you had a question about something, you can do that. Of course, we can undo the mics and all that and talk or whatever face to face, but I guess I don't like the echoing and all that. That's what I don't like. But yeah, you don't have any questions? So Javon doesn't have any questions? Okay, good. Well, just if you have any questions later, let me know, about the syllabus and about Canvas and all that. And like I said, on Thursday, I'm going to talk about the Reconstruction era, Abraham Lincoln assassination and all that. So check out, I do have an announcement up already about that upcoming lecture, which should have the link in there already up for you. So that's it. Javon, of course, was on here today. Hopefully some more of the students will get on here, of course, and watch this lecture live. But I think most of you are going to probably watch it recorded during the semester and all that. So y'all take care, of course, and I will see you on Thursday, of course, for our upcoming first lecture on Reconstruction. So that's it for today. Take care.